What up, pimps? Welcome back to Moot Points. We have so much good news to jump into. We're not wasting any time. Brian, what do you say we just get right on into it? Please, without further ado, let's jump on in. Guys, Modern Warfare, the new Call of Duty game in the franchise. We got a little sneak peek recently, and it looks pretty nice. They showed us the new game mode called Gunfight, which is a 2v2 fast-paced action game, and I gotta say, I love it.
Yeah, I think it's super exciting, and it looks to be a great addition to the Call of Duty series.
Absolutely.
I don't know how much I'll be playing it, but before we get into that, let's look at kind of the basics. You mentioned it's a 2v2 game mode. It's played on extremely small maps, and it's like a round-based deathmatch game mode.
Yes.
So teams of two, your guns are like randomly generated at the start of the round. Sometimes there's guns on the map to pick up.
Yep.
There's no reviving, no respawning. Do you heal even? Like if you take damage, can you generate?
You take damage, you take that damage, and that's it.
Yeah. So it seems to be like a pretty, tight competitive experience. Play with a buddy or something.
Yep.
What are your thoughts? I know you said you love it. What do you love about it? Can you explain that?
I think it's really, really cool because it's so bang, 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 and people in the modern day have a short attention span, so this is a game that's going to keep you intact for just like these short rounds. Because you said, I'm not sure if you touched on it yet, but it's a 40-second round, and after that 40 seconds, you can capture the flag for 3 seconds, and then you win the round instead of killing the opponent if he's camping out. So it's really, really quick, and it's kind of random, and people like surprises. At least I do. So I think it's really, really cool. What about you?
I think, as I mentioned, it's a great addition to the series. I don't know if I'll be playing this much. I don't know if I want to play this Call of Duty
it's gonna
game.
be behind the $60 price. So
Yeah, I mean, I'm buying the game for the campaign probably just because that Modern Warfare story.
it looks sweet.
It looks sweet, especially because they're going to kind of, I think they said like reimagine or refresh the story or whatever. So that's exciting. And I also really like that this pays homage to Gun Game, which is a super exciting game mode from both Call of Duty, and I've played this in Counter-Strike as well. That idea of every time you get a kill, you get a slightly better gun, and it's a progression through. That creates a really satisfying play experience, and Call of Duty's explored variants of Gun Game in a lot of their more recent additions to the series. So this seems like a really exciting way to update that and give us a new, fresh experience.
Yeah.
And another thing to mention, last thing to mention here is on August 1st, there's going to be another stream. All of it, we're learning all this from streams that took place yesterday on Twitch. So on August 1st at 10 a.m. on Twitch, we're going to learn all about multiplayer.
And August 1st is not too far away.
It's really not.
Less than a month away, so we have a lot more to come in this game. Call of Duty, Modern Warfare looks pretty promising so far. On to the next. Topic number 2, guys. Nintendo has revealed their upcoming system, and it's the Nintendo Switch Lite. The Nintendo Switch Lite is a cheaper option to the original Nintendo Switch that is completely handheld. Brian, what's your thoughts here?
My thoughts are this is, it's an interesting addition for them, an interesting choice to go towards the Lite as opposed to going towards like the Pro or Ultra version. That was another choice they could have made. And I think that it's a really smart decision to make, especially considering the timing. This is coming out just a month or two before Pokemon. There's a bunch of people like me who are considering buying a Switch for Pokemon. And if we can get a cheaper version of the Switch, save $100,
Why not?
That's a huge difference.
That is a huge
$200 versus $300.
Yeah.
And it's not too big of a drawback that there's no tabletop or TV mode because I have friends that have the real Switch.
Right.
So,
and honestly, that's not the most used version of the Switch. It's mostly handheld anyways, at least in my opinion. But I mean, this looks pretty cool, and it comes out in a variety of colors. For someone like me, it doesn't make too big of a difference because I already have a Switch. But someone like Brian, it makes a big difference. So, I mean, it's pretty cool. Let us know, guys. Are you planning on buying this?
Yeah.
Brian might. You may be able to play with him. Who knows? So yeah, that's it for Pokemon, and that's actually it for all of the news. Not even Pokemon. Why did I say Pokemon? That's it for Nintendo Switch Lite. And that's it for our episode, actually. So
Nope, you can't. I'm sorry. I got to cut you off. We got something really exciting that I need to tell you guys about. There's a huge Teamfight Tactics tournament taking place on Twitch next week on Thursday, and we're hosting a little event to run alongside it. If you think you know who's going to win the tournament, it's featuring 64 popular streamers and influencers, whatever. Vote in a poll on Moot, and we're going to pick up to 5 people who get it correct to give them a $100 Amazon gift card.
Absolutely. Link is in the description.
Yep, that
It'll
could be
take
you.
you right there to the event. Get on in there, put in your vote, and you could win $100 frickin' dollars. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you as always for tuning in, and see you next week. Tim Allen is Buzz Lightyear. Buzz Lightyear is Tim Allen.